Hi, the intention of this video is to show Upchain working with Siemens NX CAD data. So you can see we are currently in Siemens NX with a simple assembly that I've downloaded from GrabCAD. Over here on the right, you can see the Upchain CAD connector in view. We're looking at the C-BOM, the CAD BOM view. You can see right now, each of the components in the assembly say not registered because we haven't checked those in. So let's begin that process. I'm simply going to right click on the top level. Okay, I don't have to go to the individual components. I can click on the top level. And here is the initial check-in form. I have an option set within Upchain to require a change description. You don't have to do that, but I kind of like that option. Now over here, I can pick and choose which components I actually want to show up in my engineering BOM. There may be certain components that for whatever reason, like a skeleton file or something like that, if you're doing master modeling where you don't want certain components to show in the EBOM, up to you. Here I'm going to have everything show up in the EBOM. So let's say OK. Okay, everything is checked in. If we look over here on the right-hand side, we can see what's happened. Everything is checked in, but now there are what are called EBOM items that are now associated to each of the CAD files. Now, I've got my system set to auto number components with an M in front and assemblies with an A in front, but the part numbering is totally flexible in Upchain. We can support whatever naming and numbering scheme that you want. Notice that it maintained the names of the CAD models, but again, that's easily changed. We can control that as well. Now, if I come into my web browser, or what we sometimes call the web app here, we can see the top level assembly right there, okay, that we just checked in. And if we notice over here on the right-hand side, under the C-BOM, the CAD BOM column, I can see all of the CAD files right there that I've checked in. So in other words, there's a one-to-one relationship between each of these items in the E-BOM, the engineering BOM, and the CAD BOM or the C-BOM over here at right. If I change the structure of the assembly in Siemens NX, the structure will automatically update here in the E-BOM. So if I add components from the assembly, if I delete components and so on, that's going to automatically update that structure. Now, let's suppose we want to work with something that's already in Upchain and bring that down into NX. So here on the right-hand side, we'll just use this same assembly, but of course it could be anything. So here on the right-hand side in the plugin, I'm just going to right-click on the top level and click Open and simply download. Now, we've worked with this in the past, so the download is basically instantaneous because it's already cached on our local hard drive. And we can see that the assembly is now in session. Let's refresh on the right. And of course, we can see the structure there. Now, let's take one of these components and open it up in a new window to begin working on it. And let's grab this component here. Now, I can open it up in another window. I can check it out either way. I can make the changes right here in assembly mode, but I'm going to open this, again, just to right-click open to pull this into another window. And I'm going to make a simple change here. Okay, so we've made that diameter just a bit smaller there. And let's come over here on the right and let's just do a quick refresh. So here's our model. I can check in here and now. Alternatively, we could come back to the assembly like so, and let's refresh. Now here on the right-hand side, let me point out the model that we just modified. Notice down here, let me move this up. Down here on the lower right, notice the file version of this part is currently 1. Okay, because it's only been checked in once into Upchain. Okay, same thing with the top level assembly, although actually I've made a couple of other changes, so actually it's a V3. I'm just going to right click on the top level assembly and click check in. And we get a check-in form here. I'm just going to say updated assemb and updated diameter, something like that. Okay, and okay. And that's it. If we see over here on the right, these objects have been checked in. Let's look at the model that we just checked in. Here we can see it's V2, file version 2, because it's been checked in twice into Upchain. And if we look at the assembly, it's V4. It was V3. Obviously, it's been checked in 4 times into Upchain. So that's the basic process. Any questions, let us know.